Hey everybody, it's Susie. Welcome to my craft room. Okay, this is the cute little pocket that we're going to make today. And what this has is, it has a pocket here, a tuck here, and then, depending on how you glue it down, if you, glue these three sides, then you'll have a tuck here. Or if you glue these three sides, you can have a tuck here. Or, these three, you'll have a tuck here. So however you want to use it, in your journal, it'll be, three tucks or pockets, two pockets and a tuck. So anyway, these are pretty easy, and I've got some papers ready to go so that this doesn't take forever long today. And they are a little bit curled up because my papers were printed on regular copy paper, and they need to be thicker when they're going to be used for pockets and tucks. So I glued them down to a piece of coffee dyed copy paper to thicken them up a little bit. You can glue these down to chipboard or whatever, or you can just use cardstock, and that would take care of that problem. But I'm all about saving money, so that's how I do it. Now I did want to show you on this one, it's really thin, and then these, like this, is going to be really wide. So it doesn't matter what size scraps that you use. Just what's going to matter is what you do here. Okay, so that's when it gets a little trickier. So I've ended up cutting out 4 because I can't count to 3, I suppose, to do our 3 and 15. But anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and show you what I have done. Now this piece measures about, it's like 6, is it 6? No, 5 by 3.5. Okay, so that's what my back page is. And you could do it any size that you want. Of course, you want to make sure it's going to fit, in your journal. But that one's 5 by 3.5. So this piece has to be 3.5 wide. So because this is 3.5 wide, so it's got to fit on here as a pocket. So it has to be 3.5 wide. You also want to make it 3.5 tall if you want your pocket to kind of go from corner to corner, and this one would be cut the same way. But if you don't care, and I don't care, and I think I did one that way. I don't know. No, I guess I didn't. But anyway, it doesn't matter. You can make this any size you want to. However, but it has to be 3.5. Well, it doesn't have to be 3.5 wide. However, this needs to be a square piece. The reason is because, and this one is not, and I purposely didn't make this one square so I could show you what I was talking about. So this one is 3.5 wide, but it is, how tall is that? Let's measure it this way. Oh, no, this way. Wait, that's, let's see, that's 3 by 3.5. So that needs to be cut 3 by 3. So since this is 3, we need to make it 3 this way. I hope that makes sense, because what we're trying to do is make a square. And I think I want to cut off this side. So I want to make this a 3 by 3. And you'll see why it needs to be square in just a minute. All right, so now we're going to fold this in half. Now, if you're using just, plain old scraps, and kind of make sure your sides and your bottom are lined up, and if it's not perfect, you can always trim it off if you need to. Okay, now if you're using scraps of paper and your scraps match each other, then just cut this in half and use this other half as a tuck on another piece. Say, like, I could use it on this piece as a tuck, okay? Or, I'm going rogue on Dee Dee. Sorry, Dee Dee. I know she's not watching, but I could go rogue on Dee Dee. And I'm just going to fold this over like this, because I want that to be my tuck. But let me show, oh, I don't know if you can see this. I want this to be my tuck on here, but I also want to leave this open for a journaling space. So now that I have this folded, I can see where I'm off a little bit when it folds down. So I'm just going to trim that off a little bit. So again, if you're going to just use half because your other half matches, something else you're using, just cut that in half and you'll have 2 corner tucks. But if you want the extra little journaling space, just fold your square in half and it will go right on here. So these will go really quickly because all we're going to do is we're going to glue down the three, you know, the two sides and the bottom to make a pocket. So that's what we're going to go ahead and do. And I've probably been talking, yep, 5 minutes. So hopefully we can get this done in the 15 minutes from the start time. And of course, I guess it is cheating a little bit that I already had my pieces ready, but I'm trying not to waste your whole day. Oops, I didn't put my paper down here. I've been cleaning, y'all, and so I've got some stuff piled up over here to put up. Trying to get a little bit more organized. Oh, I didn't ink that. Is it going to be a I forgot to ink again kind of day? And I really just need to worry about this lip up here because we're going to ink the sides. Okay, now I'm going to glue that down. And this I want to ink here. I don't have to worry about here because I'm going to ink the sides here. I just want to get this part inked up a little bit. And if you're not inking, don't worry about it. You know, just ignore me. Okay, and then I'm going to glue this piece on here. Like that. So to do that, I'm just going to glue down this edge and this edge because we want to leave this open for a tuck. I should be using my little tiny little bottle to put just a little tiny edge on here, but you know, what can I say? So now, we put this down like, like that. Make sure that stays open. Y'all know how I'm about sticking my little cards in here to make sure that I'm not gluing my stuff shut. So stick one in here. Let's stick one under here. Okay, so other than inking, that finishes the first one. Oops, we'll come back and ink that in just a little bit after it dries some. Okay, so I'm going to set this one aside. Uh-oh. First, I'm going to put a couple paper clips on here to make sure that it stays put since I put those cards in there. Kind of gives it a little bulk. Yep. And I'm going to make sure my pieces stay tucked down. Okay. So now we're going to grab another one. And this piece happens to be 3.5 by, it looks like about 5 as well. Yep, by 5. And then this piece is 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. So this one is a square. Well, this one is going to be a square too, but I'm not having it go all the way over. So, but it is a square. So this one is not going to go with any of my other papers. So I'm going to do the same thing here and fold it so it has a, let's see, I want those flowers to show. So I'm going to fold it this way. And really, whether you have your tuck on this side or on this side, that is completely up to you. See, I'm just kind of looking the direction of my flowers. So that actually looks pretty good in my folding there. Okay, so now all I'm going to do is glue down both sides and the bottom to put it on here. Oh my goodness, here I am on my mat again. I lost my mind, y'all. I tell you something funny, when I did my sample one, I just glued the whole thing and stuck it down. I'm like, oh no, that doesn't work. So then I had to pull it back up and try to save it. And, you know, we just have those little blunders, but it's okay, you know. I'm trying to think what, oh, Flossie, y'all know who I'm talking about. Oh my goodness, I can see her face. Just, Martha Manigros says, what is it? Crafting opportunities or something. I don't know. She calls it something. She's pretty cool. I love Martha. But anyway, I'm going to glue this down now along both of these edges. And you can open this up, and that way, you know, you're making sure you're not gluing this piece to that piece. And then you probably wouldn't have to put a card under there, which is probably the smart thing to do. Like that. Just line it all up. And I didn't ink that or that, but that's okay. We can save that. Let's see. Yeah, it's not glued down all the way. Let's go ahead and just hit that real quick. This is going to be another one of those inking days where I forget to ink before I stick my pieces on. Okay. So, every time y'all get these, you know, cheap cards in the mail or whatever, save them, you know, because they make great little things to put in your pieces so that you don't close up your pockets when you glue them. I get them all the time, and then I ask people for them when I didn't have hardly any, and so now I've got bunches of them. So, and you can pick up gift cards, you know, anywhere. I mean, it doesn't mean you have to put money on them. Just, you know, pick up the gift cards, and you know, you can use those as well. So that's our second one, and then we'll come back and ink that once it dries a little bit. And I just left that open so it doesn't glue shut. Okay, now let's just grab another one. Okay, this one is going to be a lot bigger. This one is a 6 by 4.5. Okay, so I wanted this pocket to go all the way across. So I know it's 4.5, and it is going to be, how tall? It is going to be 4 tall. So I hate to cover up those beautiful, let's do it this way. No, well, that could look, yeah, that looks right. Okay, we'll do it this way and glue that right on there. So again, I'm going to glue across the sides and the bottom to get that on there. And the reason I use cards in the pockets is because glue won't stick to this plastic very much. I didn't ink that again. Oh, my word. Okay. Okay. Now this one I made teeny, just as a little tiny tuck spot so I could show you. It doesn't matter as long as this is square. It doesn't matter. So I'm going to fold that. And again, I'm going rogue on Dee Dee. And this was actually how hers looked. It didn't have the little flip up, and that's how she showed to do it. But so I'm going to put this one on this side this time, because like I said, it doesn't matter which side, and that'll lift up as a journaling spot. So let me ink this before I forget. Okay, so now I want to here and here. Okay. Oh, well, dang. That came out fast. I need to get my little bottle, that's for sure. And it's right there in my little thing, but... Oh, not there, dummy. What is wrong with you? You done lost your mind. Y'all don't fuss at me because I call myself a dummy. I know y'all talk to y'allself too. Probably say worse things to yourself than I do, so... I might not love myself too much, but I love, you know, Jesus in me, so that's good enough for me. Okay. So if I'm not running out of cards, I want to stick a card kind of that way in there. I want that, uh-oh. I have to steal a card from somewhere. I've got some over here to wash because they are like really glued up bad. Now, we'll not run out of paper clips. I got plenty of those. I need to make some decorative paper clips. Okay. So, that would be all 3 of the ones, and we did those in about less than 10 minutes. So, I'm going to go ahead and do this fourth one. And I think that, oh, this one is the same size, and I'll tell you why. I printed out this paper on regular copy paper. And so I thought, you know, I want to cut this about 4.5 wide and all the way straight up. Which straight up would be 11 and let's see, 8.5 by 11, by 11. So then I cut it in half to 5.5. And so that gave me this piece and this piece off of the same long strip. So that's how that I ended up with that. And then I cut pieces out of what was left to make my pockets with. And so this one is, should be the same width, I think. Maybe it's not. No, it's not. I made it shorter. Okay, this one is 4 and nearly a half. And so, oh, that is right. Okay, that's right. It was just curled up. Okay, 4.5 by tall would be 4. So I did it's 4.5 this way and 4 tall. And so I'm going to glue that down on there as well, you know, along the sides. And across the bottom. I'm going to stick it on here. I didn't ink that one either. Why is it I always see that whenever I'm putting it down instead of when I'm holding it in my hand? Okay. Oops. Well, that looks a little bit off, but it's okay on the other side, so we're just going to trim that up a little bit. Okay. Nothing we can't fix, right, y'all? Okay. That looks nice, doesn't it? All right, so now this piece I cut really small as well to make a little tuck. And this one is 2.5 by 2.5. So again, I can fold this in half. And I'm going to put this, you know, it doesn't matter whichever corner you want it in. You know, but watch your directions if it matters. Sometimes it just doesn't matter. I think I'm going to put that right there. And so I'm going to ink it first. I guess I need to leave this sitting in front of me. Well, my goodness, no wonder it doesn't ink good. That looks a mess. I promise I hadn't been eating on it. I don't know what in the world. I guess just using it too much, huh? Maybe it's time to change the little pad on it. Now I'm going to glue here and here, and then I'm going to put it down. And my glue just spilled out on my mat. Isn't that special? Okay. Open that up. Uh-oh. Yeah, I need to leave that open now since I just put glue in there. Okay. And that looks really pretty. All right, so let's see, I got a couple more cards over here to wash, so see about getting that one in there. This one in here. And if y'all have something, you know, heavy that you can, you know, put on top of these, you know, until they dry, you know, that would be perfect. Oh, need one right there. That's already popping up. Got that card in there. It makes a difference. Okay, so let's go back to like the first ones and see if they're ready to be inked. I don't know, remember which the first one was, but let's go for it. And then I'm going to ink these up real quick. I might need to put a little bit more glue right there. Definitely do. a little fabric tack under that corner. You don't want to stick down? I'll make it stick down, by golly. Okay, let's stick you over here for a second. All right. Now, that grabs quickly. So that one will be done. We call that done. Isn't that pretty? I love that. Okay. So now, oh my goodness, I have a volcano happening here. And I don't have my paper towel handy. Sorry if y'all see my nappy head. Okay. So now let's do the next one. All right, that corner's coming up too. I didn't have that one clipped. So I know why that one's coming up. All right. I'm gonna ink this up real quick. If you need to trim up your sides or anything, you know, not a problem. Just trim them up. You know, if you trim them, you know, kind of like while you're inking, make sure you know, ink where you've trimmed it off. If you ink. You know, if you don't ink, don't worry about it. Okay. So that's looking pretty good. Okay. Stick a little fabric tack under there so it'll dry real quick. Okay, so that's that one finished. Isn't that pretty? I just love that. I just love that. Okay, so then I have 2 more to ink up. Okay, just need to hit this real quick. Oh my goodness, I left the fabric tack or the 3-in-1 open and I got a volcano going on. Oh my God. Such a nitwit. Okay. So that would be that one finished, except I'm gonna put a little 3-in-1 under there, which I happen to have handy from the volcano. I hate when it does that. Hold that for a second. And that would be that one complete. Doesn't that look pretty, y'all? I might need to put a little dab over here too. Hit that corner too. All right. Oh no, I got that on my mat. Save. Okay. So now that's that one. Isn't that beautiful? Okay. Then I have this one. We're going to ink it up. Oh, I forgot there's a big card in there. One in here too. Okay. Now I've rescued all my cards. Y'all be surprised how many times I go to use a piece and it's got a card down in it. Or I forgot to take it out. You know, when you mass make, that tends to happen. And because I like to make sure my pockets aren't going to stick together. It's kind of aggravating to glue something down only to find out that you've glued your pockets shut. Uh-oh. Kind of like, almost like that. But had that glued down, I would have just gone ahead and glued that piece to the to that one, and nobody would have ever known the difference on that except us. And of course, y'all aren't gonna tell on me. Okay, and that would be the fourth piece. So, how'd we do? Oh my goodness, well, we ran over 5 minutes. I guess that would be the extra piece that we did. So let me pull these in and show you what we did today. We did those. And I think they turned out absolutely fabulous. So I'm really excited about them. And so, you know, y'all make yours and, you know, let me know how they turn out, how you like them. And I will see y'all tomorrow. And starting tomorrow, I am going to start showcasing 3 channels every single day of channels that we want to help to grow. And, you know, just some special people and what their, you know, kind of what their talents are, what I see. And, you know, I hope that y'all will go over and check them out. Anyway, I love you all. Thank you all to my subscribers. I have some new ones again today. Thank you, thank you, thank you for coming and joining us. You know, I have subscribers that have been with me for a long time and some that's just been here a few days. So, to all of you, thank you for being here. If you haven't subscribed, if you're just visiting, please, you know, hit the subscribe button. And everybody run over and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified every time I upload a video. Please give me a like, a thumbs up, and leave me a comment below. I love the encouragement. The comments really help me to know that, you know, I'm making a difference, that people are really watching and really care. So if y'all would do that, I would appreciate it. Okay, y'all, blessings and hugs to everybody, and I will see you back tomorrow with the next set. Okay, talk to you tomorrow. Bye.